Hey everyone, and welcome to the another tutorial. In this one, we are going to animate an amazing background from the scratch only with an effect. I hope you enjoy and I hope you like this video. In addition, you will learn how you can use masks and how you can animate texts. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. First things first, create a new composition. Let's call it Instagram because I would like to create this project for Instagram, and the width and the height would be 1080 by 1080 and the frame rate would be 24. I will change it to 60 at the end. And the duration is for about, let's say, 50 seconds. I add a dot to turn 50 to 50 seconds. If I just simply add 50, After Effects understand this is 50 frames. So if I add a dot, it's gonna be 50 seconds at all. Okay, hit that OK. Now we have created our composition. We have two or many ways to create a solid. Right click here, new, and add a solid, or go to layer, new, and add a solid. And by the way, you can use shortcut key. Here is Command and Y, and I think in for the Windows users, it would be Control Y, if I don't make mistake. Okay, right click here. Let's add a new solid here. Let's call it radio wave for here. And now make sure you hit that make comp size and hit that OK. In effects and presets, search for wave. As you can see, we have radio wave, or just simply write radio. You can find the effect. Drag and drop to the layer, and you can drag and drop to the composition. As you can see, for this case, the solid layer selected, or you can double click on it when you highlighted the layer. You can see the effects in the left side. Okay, if you don't have this tab, just select the layer and hit that F3. You can see the effect controls. Okay, let's move forward for about 5 seconds. As you can see, we are in 5 seconds and 2 frames. Okay, for now it's in 5 seconds. I want to add a marker here. Just hit that asterisk on your keyboard. As you can see, we have a marker here. Move it to the left side of the timeline and expand this layer to the end. As you can see, it starts from the 5 seconds. Okay, we need to change some details in the left side of the After Effects. As you can see, the render quality is 4. If you change it to 1, we have a better preview here. And make sure you open up the polygon and change to 64 to, for example, 4 in this case. You can change it to 3 to have triangle. For this case, as I said, it's gonna be in a square shape, and I want to show you what is curve size and curviness. If you change the curve size, you can have a curve at the corners. For this case, I don't want to have a curve size. Okay, for frequency, I would say let's put it to 2.5, and for about the expansion, 3.50, which is quite nice. And about the spin, if you add a keyframe, you can have a spin about your wave radio that you want. We will do it later on to see what is going on. For about start and width, I would say let's call it 25. I don't know from where it comes, but 25 is pretty nice. Let's change the expansion to 2.5. No, 4.5 is quite nice. And about the fading and
Hello and welcome to my channel. I hope you like this video, and I will always try to do my best to create the best tutorial on YouTube. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel, and don't forget to write comments down below, because your ideas, your comments will help this channel running. Without further ado, let's go to the rest.
fade in and fade out. Let's change fade in and fade out a little bit. Let's see what do we have. It's quite amazing. I want to set it to, I don't know, 15. No, that's too much. 10. 10 is better. And for now, I want to change the color to white because we need to set it to overlay. Let's see, what do we have? Let me do something first. Let's go to 5 seconds more. Add another marker. Just move it to the beginning of the timeline. It's quite interesting, as you can see. Okay, for now, we will leave this layer on its own. Let's create another solid. Let's call it background. Hit that make comp size and hit that OK. Let's go to effects and presets. Search for ramp, gradient ramp. If you highlight the gradient ramp and if you zoom out, you can see two anchor points here. You can change the anchor points and place it whatever that you wanted. For this case, I would set it to left and right. Let's change the color. The black would be bluish, dark bluish. We'll change it. And the left side would be kind of reddish. Okay, hit that OK. Drag and drop the background to the bottom layer. As you can see, we have a gradient ramp in the background. Let's change the radio wave mode to overlay. If you don't have this icons here, simply click in this layer in the corner. Let's change it to overlay, and boom. As you can see, we have an amazing background for our projects. Okay, you can change the details here. You can change the speed of the radio wave. You can spin it. For example, let's do something weird. If you hold Option or Alt left click, you can open up the let's say expression panel. I want to add time times, for example, 20. Let's see how it looks. 20 is a lot, I guess. 1 is better. As you can see, it is rotating. Let's change it to, let's say 5, no, 3. As you can see, we have an amazing rotation. Okay, in this case, we don't need this one anyway. I just wanted to show you how it looks. The radio wave, let's change the render quality to 4. And I want to add a noise. You can add a noise. You can be creative. Let's add a noise to the radio wave. It would be 10. Let's see how it looks. I think you can see that noise let me increase it a little bit. You can see the noise, which is quite interesting. Okay, for this case, let me set it to 30 to have a better preview ramp. And I want to add a text here to the center of the composition. Let's hold down Shift, Option, Command, and T, or Shift, Control, Alt, and T. You can bring up a text. Let's call it a radio wave. If you hold down Option, Command, and Home, you can set the anchor point to the center, and with Command and Home, you can set it to the center. For the Windows users, I guess it is Control, Command, and Home, and Alt and Home. You can set it to the center. Let's change the characters here. Let's call it to heavy, and size would be matter 120 again. Let's set it to the center. And we have two ways to animate a text. First, go to Effects and Presets. Go to Animation Presets. Again, go to Text. If you see in the right side of the project, you can see animated in, animated out, and the other stuff. If you turn on, or if you open up the animated in, you can see bunch of animations here. That, for example, typewrite. If you drag and drop to the layer, you can see we have a typewrite here, which isn't interesting. I don't really like it. With Command and Z, I will return it back. Okay, we want to be creative, so I want to customize the text animation. Open up the property here, go to the text. As you can see, we have animate icon here. If you turn it on, you can see tracking. For example, in this case, I will set it to tracking. Let's change it to for about 30, which is quite nice. And add another opacity. The property is here. You can add a property related to the animator number 1. Okay, the opacity. The opacity would be 0 because we need to animate our text. If you open up the range selector, you can see more details, more information about the layers. If you change the start amount to 100, you can see the text appear here. We can add a keyframe here for about 2 seconds. We can set the start to 100. Just easy ease them with F9 or right click and keyframe assist and easy ease. If you go to the graph editor, you can't, I think you can't see this part because it is not visual on you. If you right click here and go to edit speed graph, your edit speed graph would be like mine. You can change the angles, and let's see, what do we have? We have an animation for a radio wave. We can do something different. For example, if you highlight it with Control C and Control V, you can copy and paste it. And if you right click here, go to the keyframe assist and time reverse it, the text will be disappear, as you can see. Okay, we can do something different. Let's remove this one. Go to animate and add a position. Change the amount of position to, for example, 45 or I don't know, 40, and add an opacity and set it to 0. Turn on, open up the range selector and add another keyframe here. In 2 seconds, you can set it to 100. Let's easy ease them with F9 and go to graph editor, change this one, and let's see, what do we have. It's quite interesting. I really love this one. And you can change the advance here. For example, easy in and easy low. 50 and 50 would be great. For example, 25. Let's see. I really love this one anyway. And let's do something different. Duplicate this one. Remove the gradient ramp and select this. Select the second background. Go to the rectangle tool, hold down the left click and turn it to ellipse tool. With Command and Shift, you can have a perfect circle. Let's create a perfect circle here. It's quite interesting. Let's see, what do we have. That's amazing. I really love this one, but we want to be creative. Okay, in the mask property, if you don't see the mask, just highlight the layer, hit that M, you can see the mask. You can invert it, you can do whatever that you want. And if you close and open up the mask, you can see a bunch of details here. We want to change the mask feather for this place. Let's see. This is quite amazing. And now we have an amazing background animation with one effect, which is quite interesting. You can change the color to whatever that you want. And that's it. This is the final output. I hope you like it. And don't forget to subscribe to the channel, because your help will help this channel running. And I will see you in the next one.